Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ThePandaPhotographer, and I got demonetized again due to the lack of YouTube's professionalism and video leaks. Take this video with a grain of salt. I'm outside New York City right now. It's a breezy day. I do have the deck cat on, so take everything what I'm about to tell you with a grain of salt. So, my experience with video leak, with the royalty music, and I'm paying $10 a month. Keep that in mind. So, the problem with YouTube and Video Leap is the third-party Hawk license. And as I research, Hawk is also licensed under YouTube. So I don't understand where the fucking confliction is heading to. Because this is jeopardizing and causing content creators like me to not make revenue on the platform after we put so much effort into pushing these videos out. No matter how we edit them and how we execute our videos, YouTube seems to be on this money grab, demonetize everything that everyone wants to upload now. So, with that said, everyone, I'm going to show you an email from VideoLeap as of today. Mind you, I contacted them a whole freaking 10 days ago about the situation when I was using the free trial of their service. And this is when we came in contact with the first episode of the documentary Hunter, episode 1. So let me show you an email. And Rachel, that's supply, and also a bunch of other representatives did reply back. Now this is coming from Rachel. She's a customer experience specialist. So she says, "Hi, we really are sorry to hear this about, but do appreciate your honesty. Unfortunately, the issue is due to YouTube's algorithm, and you do have complete rights to use the audio." Here's that keyword. I do have the rights to use that audio. Why is that? Because I pay for it, YouTube. And you have a third-party license agreement with third-party as well. I mean, with third-party license with Hawk, YouTube. So where's the confliction? Why my video is not being monetized? Okay, so let me just continue. But we know this isn't ideal. We understand how frustration this can be for our users, which is why we have a following process. So that allow list process, I follow it to the T, and they still demonetize it. From your previous emails, of course, chosen to go through the process is completely optional, and we understand if you prefer to refrain. Because I told them what I told them, like, listen, if people are going to pay for this shit, we shouldn't have to go through these problems. Get your license agreements in check. Make sure other third parties are agreeable with this. Because, mind you, these third parties also are reaching out to platforms like YouTube and VideoLeap and Twitter and TikTok for monetization. And this is why I don't understand why YouTube is doing this to my content. I'm literally paying for it. Literally paying for royalty free. I have fair use. And you demonetize my episode 4 video? YouTube? You should be ashamed what you're doing right now. I hope you're so confident and I hope you think you're achieving goals while demonetizing the wrong content. When there's content on your platform that should not be showed at all. But guess what? You monetize it and it gets thousands of views, and I only get hundreds of views. Goes to show you, you play favoritism. And I am so disgusted by it, and always have been since 2018. So in the last 4 years, YouTube, you disappoint everything about this platform. This platform was about us, not about your greed to make profit. This is why we can never, as a community, have anything good for too long. Because there's always someone out there that wants to sabotage it and do it for their own benefit. And this is the new CEO of YouTube. Susan, you get a reward of douchebag of the year. I wanted to say that personally, because this is how I feel every time I go through the process with you guys demonetizing and then saying, oh, now we feel like it's monetizable. You made me go through all this bullshit so you guys can double check someone else's work to clear it up and say, this is why you're not consistent, YouTube. This is why you're never consistent. Your algorithm is off whack. It's not learning. You have an algorithm that is not learning. It's literally being a personally, don't take this with a grain of salt, ladies and gentlemen, but the algorithm is actually trying to learn from humans still, which it should not. An algorithm should already learn the human ability to actually adapt. Now it has to adapt to its own ability to make better decisions, 10 times the better decision than a human can make. It means that it should be accurate of knowing what content that should be driven to each person, but it's not. It's programmed to only focus on content that values the platform. What I mean by values the platform, oh, you can definitely value keywords in an algorithm, right, YouTube? It's the same way we put keywords to either block certain content or allow certain content. They could do the exact same thing. This is why YouTube sucks as of 2022. There's no way people are going to get on this platform now and make revenue, even if they go in and out of troubles like I have. YouTube, you're not helping the community. You're using the community for your own benefit, and you're an abuser. This is like online bullying to a point where it's just getting to a point where it's just ridiculous. Every single video you have to demonetize, then you have to send out a request to review it, and then you say no, it's not monetized sometimes, and sometimes it is, and then I have to appeal it. Yes, guys, appeal it a second time. So with that said, everyone, this is YouTube at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Demonetizing content. This is what they do. With that said, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the screen capture of my phone. This is why I ask you guys to support the channel, the Patreon, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, because it means a lot. And YouTube doesn't understand the dedication to making videos and getting the videos and putting your life on the line, especially in New York City, for those videos. So YouTube just sits behind a desk and scratch their head. That's all they do. They're not content creators. They don't know shit. They're not out here 24/7 breaking sweat and breaking balls or getting shit stolen from them. They're not out here making their living. They're out there making a living, sitting in the office, making decisions and saying, oh, your content doesn't matter. We're going to demonetize it. And not only that, we're not going to show it in different countries. That's what they do. That's dictatorship. I don't like it. With that said, YouTube, you suck.